What I learned from meditation was, how to kind of like, first of all, rejuvenate the mind and to kind of disconnect the mind. But also what I learned was how to focus on one thing at a time and to just look at that with no peripheral vision so that nothing comes in, solve this, and then don't think about anything else, and then go over here and solve this, and then solve this, because he said you can never do all of it in one time anyway. And as soon as you single out things, it becomes much more approachable and much more doable. He said to me, I remember, he said, when you drive down a Venice boardwalk with your bike, he says, you will look sometimes on a busy day and it will be all packed. He says, it would look like you would not be able to go through this crowd because you're looking at the whole shot, the whole boardwalk, all the way down a mile, Venice. So it's overwhelming. He says, but if you go now with your bike slowly, you negotiate around the people, and all of a sudden you will find spaces where you can go, where you don't bump into anybody. And all of a sudden you're on the end of it, and it was totally doable because you took like one person at a time, kind of like bicycling around. He says, and that's the way it is with everything. He says, if you just look at it one thing at a time, you'll be able to solve any problem. And that's why he says you see people like the Pope that has obviously his daily routine, a big daily routine. But these guys, they get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, they work out for an hour and a half, very calmly, get that out of the way. Then they read newspapers like Pope John Paul. I remember he told me that he read newspapers in 6 different languages. So they read the newspapers. Then they get that done. Then they go and take a shower, and then they go and have the first meeting. So this is how they step by step, they approach the day. And he says, the people that get done the most, you can load them up with even more responsibilities because they're very organized and very systematic in their approach. And so I've learned that. So now I've never really been that frantic again. But if I would become frantic, I would go right back into the meditation because I know now how to do it.